Welcome to this video on life lessons from trading. Today, we're going to focus on one of the most crucial lessons both in trading and in life: patience. Let's explore how mastering patience in trading can serve as a powerful tool in our everyday lives. In the world of trading, patience is essential. Traders often have the ability to wait for the right market conditions before making a move. It's not just about the ability to wait, but it's the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting. Have you ever been waiting on the sidelines and sat on TradingView, for example, looking at the charts? You started a New York session, but nothing's happening. An hour goes by, still nothing. That initial feeling or mindset that you had approaching the markets slowly dwindles the more you stare at charts and nothing happens. It's literally like you going to paint a wall and stare at the wall. Obviously the paint's drying, but it's so slow, nothing's happening. Your brain starts to switch off and get bored. That's a similar thing that happens from my experience, and potentially you've been experiencing it too. So for us, we need to try and master that. The markets can be volatile, and jumping in too early, or without us doing our proper analysis after this slow range or slow movement, can actually lead to us losing more money than we wanted, right? Patience allows traders to stick to their plans and execute strategies at the right moment. Just like in trading, patience is a virtue in everyday life. We often find ourselves in situations where we want immediate results, like in our careers, relationships, or personal goals. But the true growth and success comes from consistent effort over time. By practicing patience, we can make more thoughtful decisions, reduce stress, and overall improve our well-being. I made 3 notes here on 3 practices that I actually use that helped me overcome blowing up accounts. I wrote down some notes here, 3 practical exercises that I do every day, every week, that help me or have helped cultivate my patience. So the first one is mindfulness. Staying present and focused on the current moment instead of stressing about the future. We've all been there. We're all dreaming of a lifestyle that's different from where we are now. Probably one of the reasons why you started trading. But us thinking about that increases the pressure of us wanting to achieve it, which means our patience dwindles again. If we're wanting something now, we're going to try and force things that aren't there rather than being patient. That was the biggest thing for me is, right, let's stay present in the current market conditions. Forget about the future, forget about your current life. Focus on right now, right this second on the charts. That will help you attach yourself to the current situation at present rather than thinking about 2 years down the line or 5 years down the line when you're making X amount of money or wanting to make X amount of money. Secondly, a big one for me is trading alerts. Depending on your strategy, of course, if you're scalping, it might be a little bit different. But for day trading, at least, using trading alerts to take advantage of opportunities at the right time without having to constantly monitor the markets. For me, that definitely changed the game. I could wake up in the morning, UK time, London session for me. I can mark the charts at 7 in the morning, set my alerts, get on with my day. If an alert pops off, I can access the charts. But it removes the stress and stops you from forcing trades. It gives you that patience to wait for that setup to form and not just jump straight in. Setting that alert, setting that process actually allows you and grows you as a trader. Thirdly, another big one for me was actually having hobbies or other work outside of trading. Cultivating other hobbies and work to keep yourself balanced and prevent the obsession with immediate outcomes in trading. For me, that was a big one. So when I went for trading, it was just my life. It was trading. And so I actually lost accounts because I was too focused on trying to make money or trying to make more and more. But in actual fact, I lost the patience aspect. I needed to wait for the market to come to my point of interest. I forgot to do that. And so when you put all that pressure on yourself and don't have anything else to put your mind into, that patience gets eroded straight away. So making sure you have other avenues of work, hobbies, like I said, learning a language, teaching yourself how to play guitar, for example. Gym is a big one for me, health, keeping a health grind, sports. All these other activities really help grow your trading as well. It's very funny how that works. So sharing some trading that's what we're here for, right? So I have two trades here, one win, one a loss. I want to show you clearly what it means to not have patience versus having the patience. So let's start off with the bad and end with the good. If we're looking at the bad right now, we can see here, my top notes, this is TradeZella, by the way. This is the best journaling platform in the world, in my opinion. And we can see here, may look crazy to you guys, but my notes, top line, swept 5-minute swing high, rather than 1 hour and 15, could be reason fell too early and aggressive. What does being too early mean or being aggressive? Patience. I wasn't patient enough. And if we look to the chart up here, it plops it for us. You can see where I've entered, right? I've entered a sell here and got taken out here. Too early. Price did continue down, but that's where the earliness come from. The patience wasn't there. If I waited 15, maybe half an hour later, it would have been a better entry, would have got my take profit. But the point I'm trying to make here is when you come to the markets and you're forcing these trades, they're not going to pay off, right? There is obviously a lot more factors at play here, but the main point I want to reiterate here is this has failed because I was too early. I didn't have the patience to wait and for price to set up. I wanted to get into the trade. So on this Friday, which was last Friday, March the 21st, I didn't have that patience. I entered off the 1 minute. I was wanting movements which weren't present yet. We needed to see a little bit higher prices before coming back down. And the second one here is the win. So the win is different because I was patient. If we look at the time of day that this was taken, entry time was 10:25 a.m. So if we equate that back to UK time, 4 hours, so 2:25 p.m. UK time. So if you remember previously in the video, I mentioned I wake up at 7 a.m. and mark the charts. So I waited from 7 a.m. until 2 p.m., which is quick maths, 7 hours, to even get an entry. That right there is pure patience and why I set alerts. I have other hobbies and jobs, and I'm in the moment. I'm in the present. I'm focusing on, right, how can I conserve my mental energy? Look at the charts, plot them, walk away. I haven't used as much energy as me just staring at a chart for an hour, like we mentioned as well, or a wall. I've kept it here. So when it is the time to strike, I'm able to strike. And you can see here, it's quite a beautiful entry. And the closing of the candle was potentially a whole different topic, but the entry was absolutely perfect. And you can see me waiting and not trading and forcing trade in London, even though there was a move, didn't fit my plan. I waited, I set alerts, and you get rewarded. So it's about sticking to your plan and making sure that you are conserving your mental energy and boosting up your patience. To wrap up, patience is a key lesson for trading that we can apply to all our lives. Whether you're waiting for the right opportunity in the market or in life, remember that good things come to those who wait. Embrace patience, and you'll find yourself making better decisions and achieving more sustainable success. Thanks for watching, and remember, patience always pays off. Just a side note on this video, that this was a mixture of a script, but also my own vocabulary. I'm not sure how it flowed. I want more opinions, but I'm going to try and mix and match and see if scripts work or see if me just speaking straight to a camera, raw content works. Hopefully the script gives it a bit more structure, but feedback's always appreciated.